what's happening? It's Big Cat A. We back in the stand. K.A.Vuitton good. They sleep with a cutter. El Patron, you know, the big dog. He wanted son. We here to talk. We here to talk. We here to talk about Kanye Jebediah West. Kanye Friedman. Look, we all know Kanye crazy. He been crazy. But at some point, bro, this motherfucker right here, I just don't know what he thinks about in life. This motherfucker was over there doing like his little like vultures listening party, wherever the fuck he was. Like, we could all do better, Joe Budden. Yes, we all need God, Michael Jackson. This nigga was just naming off names. I was perplexed and confused. I don't know if that was a shout out. He was doing voodoo, nigga. I don't know what the fuck this nigga was doing. I was perplexed and confused. Listen. Hey, I try not to talk about this nigga because, hey, he does a lot of fuck shit. But at some point, you gotta sit there, bro. This motherfucker just does some shit you just gotta speak about. It's hard not to talk about him. He just does some shit, bro. Like the fact he came out a couple months ago and said, now, thank God that didn't happen because, yo, was he trying to reimagine? How are you trying to reimagine adult film? Like, this motherfucker would have tried to make this shit artistic. I swear to God. But anyways, with that being said, would have had merch and Yeezys behind that shit. Yo, Kanye crazy. But like I said, this motherfucker, like, is crazy. Trying to have an adult film studio. Was trying to do all this stuff. The way his wife dresses is just perplexing to me every time I see them outside. But that's not all. Like, it's hard not to talk about him. We should not talk about him, but like, it's hard. So what is next in the Chronicles of Ye? Why have I made this video? As you can see from the title, this man, Kanye Jebediah West, yes, Ye Pak Shakur, Yeezy jumped over Jumpman. At this point, it seems like Adidas and Jumpman jumped over Ye. Bro, He did not free the slaves. He gave slaves the choice. If we're going by the nonsense he said on TMZ. Yes, that Kanye. Yay. Whatever you address him as. You know what I'm saying? Your crazy Uncle Jeffrey. Whatever you call him. Apparently considered changing his name. He probably still is considering changing his name. And I'm not going to say this. You basically, when the Germans, you know, and they had dude with the little stash and such, you know, his name started with an H, and they had a little sign or whatever. It was a little design, and it's very disrespectful. He wanted to change his name to that. I ain't putting up no pictures or nothing. Y'all could be educated, and I might put it in the title. I might fucking blur some words out, but I'm gonna put that bullshit in the title. So, see, when he comes out and says this anti-Semitic shit about, like, the Jewish people and all this shit, bro. Why would you change your name to... This ain't helping. Bro, I really... You know, Kanye talks about looking up to people like Bill Gates and Michael Jackson, Steve Jobs. Did you look up to that man? The H, you know? Mr. You know... Mr. Swats. You looked up to him? I'm perplexed. Like, dog, this motherfucker right... Hey, man, we're gonna talk. It's hard not to talk about this motherfucker. He knows how to get motherfuckers to talk about him, so... Oh, Nick Fuentes. Okay. The name just pisses me off. Nick Fuentes recently made a bizarre revelation about Ye. Now, take this with a grain of salt. Because even... Yo, Kanye might have said this, but if Kanye ever did this, bro, bro, as black people, bro, in general, as people, but I'm talking about the black people at the moment. We just gotta disown this motherfucker, bro. He's not black. He's not colored. He's nothing. He's androgynous. He just exists. He is not part of no race. He's not part of the human society. He's literally just Kanye. That's it. But anyways, Kanye West is certainly no stranger to controversy, and apparently he considered fueling even more back in 2022. Stop lying. He probably still thinking of doing this shit now. This was recent. I refuse to believe it was 2022. For those who don't recall, this was the same year Ye vowed to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. I don't know what that means, but basically he was saying some disrespectful shit at the time. In a wild and offensive tweet, he since claimed that he can't be anti-Semitic because he's black. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not going into it. Either way, this bizarre behavior cost him a sizable chunk of his fan base. According to... See, the fact we gotta talk about this motherfucker, there's a white supremacist called Nick Flynn. Oh, Lord. But anyways, that fuck nigga, Ye once pondered the idea of doubling down by changing his name to, like I said, Swats. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? In the clip, he elaborates on the performer's plan, claiming that he was set on it being an actual symbol instead of a word. This way, the media would have to use the Swats anytime they talked about him, at least in theory. Fortunately, it appears as though Ye was only making a joke, albeit a question mark. That wasn't a joke. That motherfucker's considering it. I wouldn't be surprised in 2025 or 2028, whenever he tries to run for president again, he changes his name to Swats and he be on some bullshit. Listen, I have said Kanye has got more crazy after like his divorce with Kim. But Kim, you did your best. Like bro, we gotta clap it up for Kim Kardashian. They did do some fuck shit to that nigga, and they kind of fucked him up. I'm not gonna lie, they did some shit to that nigga. I refuse to believe that they didn't do some shit to that nigga, that family. But like, hey, you did your best. You probably caused some of this shit, but you did your best. This motherfucker tweaking. I'm sorry. Again, musical genius. I'm still copping Yeezys. But nah, this motherfucker, nah. If Ye was serious about the name change, on the other hand, most agree that it was for the best that he didn't go through with it. After all, he's already dealt with it. My light died. Let me just finish this off real quick. If you see it kind of flashing, it is what it is. But he didn't go through with it. After all, he's dealt with serious consequences from his comments about the Jewish community. This, of course, would not only take things to the next level, it would, It's to be noted that Fuentes claims should be taken with a grain of salt, considering his own background. As for what Ye's been up to nowadays, he's recently dropped his joint album with Ty Dolla $ign Vultures to Basura, trash, which has received lackluster reviews. He's also been accused of having an addiction to nitrous oxide. His former chief of staff, Milo, I'm not even going to try to say his last name, Yiannopoulos, whatever, Hippopotamus, whatever his last name is, no disrespect, accused his dentist of providing him with it. What do you think of Kanye West supposedly considering to change his name to Swats? And it's not 2022. This motherfucker was trying to do this. Listen. First of all, I know you shortened it to Ye. Thank you for not doing that. If we can give Kanye any praise, thank you for not going to that extent, because that would have been crazy. Second of all, Kim, you did your best. Yo, Kim, you did your best. Like, this motherfucker was tweaking. Your family caused some of that bullshit to him, but this nigga's tweaking. You did your best. Bro, I couldn't be axed with some of this bullshit. With that being said, we all know he's crazy. He made some good ass music, made some good music in the past. Makes some comfortable shoes. We know that. And like I said, I'm the problem as well, because I cover all this bullshit. But at some point, bro, some of this shit is just hard not to talk about, because you're like, what human just goes here? Then again, there's a motherfucker in this article that's a white supremacist, so you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, us as humans, we on some bullshit. Just motherfuckers that's just on some bullshit, like them two motherfuckers, bro, we should just make them androgynous. They're not even a race, bro. They're just there. They exist. Like, they're not even human. Like, they're lore. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just folklore. We tell stories of them so our children behave and our regular people in society. Like, I don't know what to say. But, bro, at this point, bro, like, it doesn't surprise me. Kanye, bro, is a crash out. Now, again, this nitrous shit, I did make a video about it. Like, the fuck? This nigga, Yo, we gotta save this nigga from himself. That's really all I gotta say. Hey, comment down below, links in the description, like and subscribe. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A., and I'm signing off for today. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all, Els, gang. Aye.